Did you know that people who practice self-compassion are not only less likely to suffer from anxiety and depression, but are also more resilient in the face of challenges? It's like having a secret weapon for your mental health, but one that many of us forget to use. Welcome to Soul Health. This is your space for discovering the habits, tools, and mindsets that help you thrive in mind, body, and soul. Today, we're going deep into self-compassion, what it is, why it's so crucial for your mental well-being, and how you can start practicing it today. So, what exactly is self-compassion? At its core, it's about treating yourself the way you'd treat a close friend, with kindness, understanding, and patience. Here's what makes it so powerful. Unlike self-esteem, which often relies on external achievements or validation, self-compassion is always there for you. It doesn't depend on how you're doing in life. It's about how you choose to treat yourself, regardless of circumstances. But here's a challenge. How often do you treat yourself with the same care you offer others? Why is it so easy to cheer on a friend and so hard to extend that same encouragement inward? Negative self-talk and perfectionism are two of the biggest barriers to self-compassion. You might hear that inner critic say things like, "Why can't you be better?" Or, "You're not trying hard enough." This relentless self-criticism doesn't motivate you. It drains you. It chips away at your confidence and keeps you stuck in cycles of self-doubt. Over time, it can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even physical health issues. To combat this, let's break down the 3 core elements of self-compassion. 1. Self-kindness. This is the cornerstone of self-compassion. It's about replacing harsh self-judgment with kindness and understanding. Think of a time when you faced a challenge. Instead of berating yourself, what if you said, "It's okay. Everyone struggles sometimes. I'll figure this out." This simple shift can lower stress and boost resilience. 2. Common humanity. Struggles are part of the human experience. When we realize that everyone faces setbacks, it helps us feel less isolated in our pain. For example, if you're feeling inadequate, remind yourself, "I'm not the only one who feels this way. This is part of being human." 3. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is about observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's about staying present and recognizing emotions for what they are, temporary and manageable. When you're overwhelmed, try this. Pause, take a deep breath, and name what you're feeling. For example, "I'm feeling anxious right now." Naming the emotion creates space to respond with compassion. Here's something surprising. People who practice self-compassion are often more successful, not less. Why? Because they're not afraid to fail. They know that failure isn't a reflection of their worth. It's a stepping stone to growth. Think of self-compassion as a safety net. It doesn't stop you from climbing higher. It gives you the courage to take risks because you know you'll catch yourself if you fall. Let's look at a real-life example. Meet Lisa, a teacher who struggled with self-doubt. After a tough year, she felt like a failure. But when she started practicing self-compassion, acknowledging her feelings, connecting with others who face similar challenges, and treating herself kindly, she noticed a change. Her confidence grew. Her stress decreased, and she even found herself more patient with her students. Self-compassion didn't just improve her mental health, it transformed how she showed up in her life. Let's talk about some actionable tips to practice self-compassion. 1. The self-compassion break. The next time you're feeling overwhelmed, pause and follow these 3 steps. First, acknowledge the pain. Say, "This is a moment of suffering." Next, recognize common humanity. Remind yourself, suffering is part of being human. Finally, respond with kindness. Ask yourself, "What do I need right now?" Then give yourself that kindness. 2. Mirror affirmations. Stand in front of a mirror and speak kindly to yourself. It might feel awkward at first, but saying things like, "You're doing your best," and "That's enough," can rewire your inner dialogue over time. 3. Self-compassion journaling. At the end of each day, write about a challenging moment and how you responded to it. Then rewrite that response with self-compassion. This helps train your mind to approach struggles with kindness. 4. Set boundaries with your inner critic. When your inner critic shows up, don't let it take over. Imagine it as an overprotective friend trying to help but going about it the wrong way. Gently thank it for its concern and redirect your thoughts towards something constructive. 5. Practice gratitude for yourself. Each night, list 3 things you appreciate about yourself. These don't have to be big accomplishments. Small acts of kindness or effort count too. 6. Reframe mistakes as growth opportunities. The next time you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, reframe it as a chance to learn and grow. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this experience? This shift in perspective helps you approach challenges with curiosity rather than judgment. 7. Surround yourself with compassionate influences. Create a supportive environment by surrounding yourself with people, books, or content that promotes kindness and understanding. This can reinforce self-compassion by reminding you that it's a shared value and practice. 8. Treat yourself like a best friend. Anytime you catch yourself being overly critical, pause and ask, would I say this to my best friend? If not, replace the thought with something you would say to support and uplift them. By integrating these practices into your daily life, self-compassion will gradually become second nature, nurturing a more resilient and loving relationship with yourself. The truth is, self-compassion is a gift you give yourself. It's not about excusing mistakes, but creating a foundation of support that allows you to grow and thrive. Imagine a world where your inner voice is your biggest cheerleader instead of your harshest critic. How different would your life look? Self-compassion is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It doesn't make life's challenges disappear, but it does make them easier to face. By practicing self-kindness, recognizing our shared humanity, and staying mindful, you're equipping yourself with the tools to live a happier, more resilient life. We want to hear from you. What's one way you can practice self-compassion this week? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos on building a strong, healthy mindset. Remember, you are your own lifelong companion. Treat yourself with the kindness and care you deserve. Self-compassion isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for living a full and balanced life. Until next time, take care of yourself and your soul.